Retro gamers love old things, games, consoles, especially 200 million year old genetically altered carnivorous reptiles in a theme park that hunt and kill you. Hold on to your butts. It's 8-bit and 16-bit Jurassic Park. DKOldies. Hi, my name is Drew Steimel. Welcome to the DKOldies podcast. I want to introduce you to my sidekick, Anthony.
What's up, people?
Anthony, I noticed you've been walking around the office and doing strange things this week. I'd like to show a clip of what you've been doing in the office. We've even titled it, Anthony in the Office.
Well, that's that. I'm going to give you a little tour of DKOldies. These games back. Usually got to do this all day. You know, I've always been a big fan of dinosaurs, Jurassic Park. Main reason being, there's probably real dinosaurs in this store right now. So what do I have to do? I have to ignore this because my heart's pounding out of my chest, but I promised Drill I would get this video done. So now to recover from this heart attack.
Featured game. If you haven't guessed it by now, it is Jurassic Park. Yes, they made it back then for the NES. They made it for Super Nintendo and Genesis. Anthony, did you play these games?
You know, for starters, the NES one, overhead view. You're going around collecting eggs and whatnot.
Yeah, like it looked kind of like a Metal Gear, or almost like it was an 8-bit version of, I'd say, like Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
had like
absolutely.
a cartoony feel.
Yeah, it did have a cartoon, and I actually like pretty much part 2 was the Super Nintendo version, which was much cooler. Pretty much just the super version of it, obviously.
Well, what they did, they took the NES top-down version, except they made more puzzles, more weapons, better graphics. It looked really cool, and then they also added the Doom levels.
The first-person point of view is really cool.
That was awesome.
Which is really hard because I saw that you don't have a map in that.
Yeah.
So to navigate with that point of view is really hard to do.
So then Jurassic Park 2, Chaos Continues. I think they knew they had some Contra-like elements in that first one with the gun and stuff like that, and they were just killing stuff. They're like, let's just copy Contra.
Full-on Contra.
Yeah, let's full-on Contra.
We have a copy of this game. You got me?
Yeah, we got a copy of this for Super Nintendo, Jurassic Park Chaos Continues.
Yeah, that's cool.
If you play the game, it looks crazy. You got crazy dinosaurs jumping around. You got machine guns, and then I think like one of the final battles is you're in a helicopter. You're like just like hanging out of a helicopter, just like shooting machine guns.
That's awesome.
At other helicopters. The last half of the game, you're not even fighting dinosaurs.
Yeah, but why do you? There's actually a level.
You're
in
fighting
here,
guys. You're fighting like
There's
evil
a level
people.
in this game that you go to hell and you're fighting dinosaurs in hell, which I don't remember that being in the movie, but I thought that was pretty funny.
It's awesome. Jurassic Park. That was our featured game. It was, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, one of the greatest movies ever.
Our next segment, Rich's unusual item of the week. We have Rich Saucier. Every week he brings special things from DKOldies.com out to show. And what do you have for us, Rich?
Well, I got a bunch of stuff here, but I really want to talk about this Digital Derby Auto Raceway.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got the steering wheel here, and we got the you can shift your gears here, the lap counter and the timer and everything. This was cool too, the Coleco Quiz Whiz 1001 questions.
So this is, for everyone who doesn't know what this is a computer answer game with 1001 questions. It's amazing they can fit 1,000 questions into this tiny machine. All right, what's next?
This is the Star Trek Phaser Strike.
So yeah, this just jacks out. Do you want to play some Star Trek Phaser Strike? Comes right in there. Oh, that's the way it works. I like that. And let me see. Look at these two together.
Coming at you.
At those. Now this was machinery gameplay at its best. They're just making machines. They don't worry about consoles back then. They made whole machines for you to play.
But that was pretty much everything I had.
That was great. The unusual games of the week. All right. Now is for our Rich. This is your favorite part of the show. Our Sell Your Game montage. DK Oldies buys retro video games all the time, all week, every day. We pay tons of money for them, and we show you all the collections that came in this week. Here's a sample of what came in.
Hold on to your butts.
That's the end of our show. Thanks a lot, Anthony, for coming down.
Sure.
Thanks, Rich, for showing us his rare, unusual games. We wanted to ask you guys what you like about Jurassic Park. When's the first time you saw Jurassic Park in the theater? Click our thumbs up button to like our podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll see you every Friday, so we'll see you next week. Go play some old games.
Bye. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay. DKOldies. He doesn't even believe in
I
dinosaurs.
grabbed all that stuff too.
Anthony, I believe there were dinosaurs.
Have you seen these YouTube videos?
Get the fuck out of here.
I spent an hour and a half yesterday watching unusual things.
You should have spent an hour and a half playing fucking Jurassic Park. Instead, you're watching videos on real dinosaurs.
That's worth it.
What's wrong with you?
Now I have more knowledge.
Oh my god.